Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in one of my previous video, I had shown you these gorgeous danglers made with bicons, pearls, and I had named these as bicon shimmer earrings. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a matching necklace for these earrings. So here I have made the matching necklace for a ruby red earring. So this is our bicon shimmer necklace for our ruby red earrings. You can see how gorgeous, how sleek it looks, and moreover it is very easy to make. And I have made this necklace in few more colorways. Let me just show you. So this is in green color, peridot green color, to match these earrings in peridot green color. How gorgeous, how classic it looks. One more colorway, and this is in white color, the classic white color, to match our bicon shimmer earrings in opal white color. And in today's video we are going to make this gorgeous bicon shimmer necklace to match these earrings in Caribbean blue color. So let us see what all material do we need to make our gorgeous bicon shimmer necklace in Caribbean blue color. Friends, for making our bicon shimmer necklace in Caribbean blue color, we are going to use white pearls in two sizes. This is in 5 mm and this is in 3 mm. If you don't have 5 mm pearls, you can go for 6 mm. Then I'm using these 4 mm bicons in Caribbean blue color. These are the bralette beads. These are the flat bralette beads. If you don't have these beads, you can also use the drop beads. And here I'm using these seed beads. These are 11 O's and these are 15 O's, both in the same color. These are Muki Duracoat galvanized silver 11 O's and these are Muki Duracoat galvanized silver 15 O's. Here I'm going to use this S clasp with this hook and this extension chain. You can use any clasp of your choice. I'll be working with Muki thread and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, for making our bicon shimmer necklace, right now I've taken about 8 feet long single thread and we will add another thread as and when needed. Friends, we will start making our bicon shimmer necklace by picking up the set of these beads. 1 11 silver, 15 silver, 4 mm bicon, 3 15 silver, 1 3 mm pearl and 1 15 silver. And now I'm bringing these down towards the end of my thread. And here I'm going to tie a knot. And here, after tying this knot into this 15 silver, 3 mm pearl, pulling in the tail in between these beads through all these 3 15s, into the 4 mm bicon, into this 15 and the 11. So here, after exiting through this 11 silver, I'm going to pick up 4 pairs of 5 mm pearls and 11 silver. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I have picked up 5 pairs and I'm going to add 3 more pairs because we need in all 8 pairs. A mistake, I said 4 pairs in the beginning. Actually I have picked up 5 pairs. So here, after picking up the 5 pairs, now I'm going to pick up 3 more pairs. So I have picked up 3 more pairs. 5 are already here, 6, 7 and 8. So in all we have 8 pairs. You can see this, starting from the 5 pearl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And now I'm picking up these beads, 311 silver, this clasp and 311 silver, bringing these down like this, holding my thread tight over here, moving down through this 11 silver, these pearls and the 11 that we have added here, moving down through all these pearls and the 11 like this, back into this 11 silver, up through these pearls and the 11 through this 11 silver. Now after exiting through this 11 silver, moving up through the first two 11 that we have added to make the loop, picking up one 11 silver into these two 11 and the loop, once again picking up one 11 silver down through the next two 11 silver like this, and now moving up through all these 11 into these 11 Here we have used all 11 so we can easily take about 3 to 4 passes through these 11 and we can just strengthen our loop here. So I'm going to take about 2 more passes through this loop and come back. Now here I have taken about 5 passes through this loop, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 silver, moving down through this 11 silver and the pearls, like this, just move down, and now into this 11 o silver, 15 o silver, the 4 Bicone, into the 15 o silver, these two 15 O's, exiting through the middle 15 o silver. And here, before proceeding further, let us cut this tail off. And here, as I'm exiting through this 15 o silver, I'm going to pick up 6 3 pearls, so here I have picked up 6 3 pearls back into the 15 o silver, like this, down through these two 3 pearls, picking up 1 15 o silver, 1 4 Bicone, and 1 15 o silver. So I have picked up these 3 beads, 1 15 o, 4 Bicone, 1 15 o, and into this opposite 3 pearl, like this. Now picking up 1 15 o silver back into the 4 Bicone, like this. Once again, picking up 1 15 o silver into the 3 pearl to which we have added this Bicone, like this. Now picking up 1 15 o silver into the 3 pearl, and picking up 1 15 o silver into the next 3 pearl, picking up 1 15 o silver into the 3 pearl, picking up 1 15 o silver into this 3 pearl, now here we have already added this 15 o silver, so I'm going to skip this 15 o silver and into this 3 pearl, like this. Once again, picking up 1 15 o silver and into the 3 pearl, like this. So here we have made our daisy component, and now into this 15 o silver, 3 pearl and the 15 o silver. You can see here I'm exiting through this 15 o silver just opposite to this one. And now after exiting through this 15 o silver, I am picking up the set of these beads, 1 15 o silver, 4 Bicone, 3 15 o silver, 1 3 pearl, and 1 15 o silver back into this 15 silver, like this, into the 15, the 4 Bicone, into these two 15s, exiting through the middle one, like this. And now, after exiting through this middle 15 silver, again I'm going to pick up 6 3 pearls. So here I have picked up 6 3 pearls back into this 15 silver, the middle one, like this, into the first two 3 pearls. Just keep your thread nice and tight here. Picking up one 15 silver, one 4 Bicone, and one 15 silver. The set of these 3 beads into this opposite 3 pearl, like this. Again picking up one 15 silver back into the 4 pearl, like this. Picking up one 15 silver into the 3 pearl, like this. And now I'm going to add 15 silver in between these 3 pearls. Again picking up one 15 silver into this next 3 pearl, picking up one 15 silver into the 3 pearl. Here we have to keep our thread nice and tight. Again picking up one 15 silver into this 3 pearl, and here, as we already have this 15 silver, I'm going to skip this one and straight into the 3 pearl, like this, skipping, and now adding my last 15 silver to this component into the 3 pearl and the next 15 silver, like this. Into the 3 pearl and the next 15 silver. So here you can see I'm exiting through this 15 silver just opposite to this one. And now I'm going to add my Bicone component. So for this I'm picking up one 15 silver, 4 Bicone. So here I have picked up one 15 silver, 4 Bicone, 3 15 silver, one 3 pearl, and one 15 silver into this 15 silver, like this, to the 15 silver, 4 Bicone into these two 15 exiting through the middle one. And after exiting through this middle 15 silver, once again I'm going to pick up 6 3 pearls. So here are 6 3 pearls back into the 15 silver, up through the first two 3 pearls. Now adding the Bicone on the top. So picking up 1 silver, 1 Bicone and 1 silver, the set of these 3 beads into this opposite 3 pearl, like this, picking up 1 silver, back into the 4 Bicone, again picking up 1 silver into this opposite, this 3 pearl to which we have added the Bicone, and now adding the 15 in between the 3 pearls. So I'm just adding my first 15, the second one, third 15, fourth 15, and here we already have this fifth 15, so I'm going to skip this into the 3 pearl, and now adding the sixth one into the 3 pearl and the next 15, and into the 3 pearl and the 15 silver. So you can see the look. We have added 3 components, 3 daisy components and 3 small Bicone components in between. And for making our necklace, it's a choker necklace and it's a 16 inches long necklace. And for making this 16 inches long necklace, we need to add these daisy components and the Bicone components, and we need 19 daisy components in our necklace. So here I have added 3 daisy components, and I'm going to add 16 more daisy components in the same way and come back. Friends, if you find it difficult to add the Bicones first and then the 15 then I'll just show you the alternative way. You can pick up 6 3 pearls, passing through this 15 and up through this next 3 pearl. We can add the 15 first and then the Bicones. So I'm just showing you how we can do this. We can just add the 15 first. So I'm just adding all the 15 in between the pearls first. Again adding this 15, Just adding all the 15 O's first into this one. And now skipping this 15 O, the middle one, to which we have added the pearls up through the 3 pearl and the 15 O, into the 3 pearl. Now we can add the bicon on the top. So I'm picking a 115 O, 4 bicon and 115 O into this opposite 3 pearl, like this. Again picking up 115 O back into the bicon, picking up 115 O into the 3 pearl and the 15 O, like this, into the 3 pearl and the next 15 O. So if you find this one easy, you can add the 15 O's first and then the bicon on the top. In the previous components, I have shown you how to add the bicon first and the 15 O's later on. So it depends on you which one you choose. I have shown you both the ways. So this way you can see I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 daisy component in my necklace, and I'm going to add 13 more to complete the 19 components and come back. So friends, here I have completed 19 daisy components in my necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So this one is the last component, last daisy component, and here after completing this component, right now I'm exiting through this 15 O silver, and now I'm going to add the bicon component. So for this I'm picking up 115 O silver, 14 bicon, 115 O silver, 111 O silver, 115 O silver, 13 pearl and 115 O silver. The set of these beads, 115 O, 4 bicon, 115 O. Here in place of 315 O's, I have added 111 O in the center and 13 pearl and 115 O silver. Back into this 15 O silver, into the 15 O, 4 bicon and the 15 O silver, into this 11 O silver, and now I'm going to add this pearl chain on the other side. So for this I'm picking up the 5 pearls and the 11 O's. So as I'm exiting through this 11 O silver, I'm picking up 5 pearl, 5 pearl, 11 O silver, then the second pair of these beads, third and fourth pair, and this way I'm going to add in all 8 pairs. I'm going to add 4 more pairs of these 5 pearls and 11 O silver and come back. So here are 4 more pairs of these beads, bringing these down, and now I'm going to add the loop for the clasp. So I'm picking up 3 11 O silver, the clasp, and once again 3 11 O silver, bringing these down like this, moving down through this 11 of silver, down through all these beads, into this 11 of silver, up through these pearls and the 11 O's, into the 11 O, 5 pearl and the 11 O silver, up through these two 11 O's, picking up one 11 O silver, into these two 11 O's, once again picking up one 11 O silver, down through these two 11 O silver, and I'm going to take about 2 to 3 passes, as I have already taken 2 passes through these beads. I'm going to take 2 more passes through these beads and come back. And here I'm taking my last pass through these beads, so I'm going to tie a knot here, as I have almost finished up my thread, and I'm going to add a new one. So just tying a knot in between here, between these two 11 O's. Down through these 11 O's, and through these pearls and the 11 O's, and here I'm going to cut this thread off, and I'm going to add another thread for the necklace. Now I have taken about 5 feet long single thread. So in all we need about 12 to 13 feet long thread for this necklace. We previously took 8 feet long and now 5 feet long, and now I'm going to add. It's better to work with smaller threads, otherwise they get tangled up and get frayed and damaged. So here I'm passing through this 11 O, the pearls, and in between this pearl and the 11 O, I'm tying a knot, one more knot, moving down through the 11 O, pearl, and a couple of 11 O's and the pearls. Just pull the thread and check it's tight. Let us secure it once again by tying the knot here, like this, moving down through these 11 O's and the 5 pearls, and now into this 11 O, and the 15 of silver, into the 4 Bicone and the 215 O's, into the 3 pearl 15 O, into this 3 pearl and the 15 O, down through this 3 pearl, the 215 O's and the 4 Bicone, into these 215 O's and the 3 pearl, 15 O, 3 pearl and 15 O, down through the 3 pearl and the 215 O's and 4 Bicone, up through these 215 O's, 3 pearl, 15 O, 3 pearl, into this 3 pearl, into the 215 O's and the 4 Bicone. And now here you can see we have left 1, 2, 3 Bicone components, and right now I'm exiting through this 4th Bicone component. And now after exiting through this 4th Bicone component, I'm picking up one 4 Bicone, one 3 pearl and one 4 Bicone. The set of these 3 beads back into the 4 Bicone, like this. Now picking up 115 O silver into the 4 Bicone, 115 O silver into the 3 pearl, 115 O silver into the 4 Bicone, 115 O silver into this 4 Bicone, like this, up through these 215 O silver, 3 pearl and the 15 O silver. So here to this 4th Bicone component, from here 1, 2, 3, 4, we have added the Bicones and the pearls. And now into the 3 pearl and the 4 Bicone, sorry, the 15 O silver, not 4 Bicone, down through the 3 pearl, the 215 O's, into the 4 Bicone, again picking up one 4 Bicone, one 3 pearl and one 4 Bicone, back into this Bicone. Now we are going to add the 15 O's in between these beads. I'm picking up 115 O silver into the Bicone, 115 O silver into 3 pearl, 115 O silver into the Bicone, 115 O silver into this 4 mm bicon, like this, up through these two 15 O's, 3 mm pearl and the 15 O, into the pearl 15 O, down through this 3 mm pearl, the two 15 O's and the bicon. So this way we are going to add the bicon and the pearls to these bicon components. So I have shown you here two components, two bicon components that we have embellished, and in this way we are going to embellish 7 bicon components first. So I have added this embellishment to 2 bicon components. I'm going to add it to 5 more, 1 2 3 4 and 5 till here, and come back. So here you can see I have added my 7 components, 7 embellishment, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. And after adding the 7th one, right now I'm exiting through this 4 mm bicon, and now moving up through these two 15 O's, the 3 mm pearl, 15 O, 3 mm pearl and 15 O. Now this daisy component is our center component, and here we are going to add a drop, and now down through this 3 mm pearl and the 15 O, into the 3 mm pearl, 15 O, and into this 3 mm pearl, to which we are going to add the embellishment. So here I'm picking up 4 15 O silver into the 3 mm pearl, down through the two 15 O's, picking up 1 11 O silver, up through the next two 15 O silver, into the 3 mm pearl, down through these two 15 O's into the 11 O. And now I'm going to add my drops, so I'm picking up two 11 O silver. Now I'm picking up my drop bead and two 11 O silver, like this, and into this 11 O silver. Once again, moving down through the two 11 O's into the drop bead, up through the two 11 O's, skipping the middle one, once again down through the two 11 O's, back into the drop, up through the three 11 O's, into the two 15 O's, into the 3 mm pearl, fifteen O, 3 mm pearl, 15 o 3 pearl, and the 3 pearl, 15 o, down through the 3 pearl and the two 15 O's, and into the bicon like this. We have added the embellishment on this side and the drop in the center. Now I'm going to add the embellishment to our bicon component as we have done on this side. So again on this side we have to embellish 7 bicon component. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 bicon component we are going to embellish. I'll just show you this one. I'm picking up one bicon, one 3 pearl and one 4 bicon into this bicon. Now adding the 15 O's in between these 4 beads, picking up 15 O into the 3 pearl, picking up 15 O into the 4 bicon, once again picking up 15 O into this 4 bicon like this, into these two 15 O's and the 3 pearl and the 15 O's, the next daisy component. So this way I'm going to complete 7 components in all. I have done one. I'll be completing 6 more and come back. So here you can see I have added all my 7 components, embellishment to 7 bicon components on this side also. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and to this side of the drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 components, and this is the look of our necklace. And now after completing this 7 component, right now I'm exiting through this 4 bicon and now moving up through the two 15 O's, 3 pearl and the 15 O's, taking fast through these 15 O's, 3 pearls as we did on the other side to the bicon. Now we are not going to add any embellishment here, just moving up through these two 15 O's, the 3 pearl. As this is a choker of length 16 inches, if you want to increase or decrease the length of the necklace, you can do it by increasing or decreasing the number of components. You can either increase the number of components, the daisy components, or you can increase the number of pearls that we have added on the two sides. But always remember that the number of daisy components that you are going to add should be in odd number. We have added 19 daisy component in this necklace. So either if you want to increase, you can add 2 more, making it a total of 21. Or you can decrease, if you want to decrease, you can just decrease 2, making it number of 17. So it depends on you how long you want. But if you want, it's better to increase or decrease the number of pearls here. Just keep the number of daisy components as 19 and just increase or decrease the number of pearls on the two sides. So here we have completed till here, and now I'm tying a knot in between the pearl and the 11 O, up through these pearls, a couple of pearls, once again tying a knot here, moving up, and here we can cut this thread off. We were left with this tail too. And here we have completed our gorgeous icon shimmer necklace. So friends, here we have completed our gorgeous icon shimmer necklace in Caribbean blue color. You can see the look of this complete set, and you can see how gorgeous it looks. It is so sleek, so delicate, and I'm sure you will enjoy making this, as it is very easy to make, and of course wearing this, as it looks so elegant, so delicate. Let us take a quick look over the other colorways that I have already shown you in the beginning of the video. Here is our classic white color, this gorgeous, the elegant white color. And we have this delicate evergreen peridot green color. And this is our classy, the showstopper, our ruby red color Pike and Shimmer necklace. And I'm sure you will enjoy making this necklace. Friends, I will request you to please share the pics of the completed projects that you are making with the help of my video tutorials on my Instagram handle at the rate beadmates446. You can also join my Facebook group Beadmates Beading Tutorials. You will find all the links of my beading tutorials over there. You can share the pics of the completed projects there. You can interact with the community, our beader community, and I'm sure you will enjoy that community. So this is our Pike and Shimmer necklace, and I'm sure you will enjoy making this. So friends, if you like my designs and my tutorials, please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next videos. Thank you and namaste.